It's been a wild 15-month period for the housing market since the Fed has bumped rates 10 times to combat raising inflation. So, what is the state of the mortgage financing and what will a new normal look like? I'm Gus with the Walker team. Today, I'm going to share the insights of some market experts and my hyper-local take here in Silicon Valley and San Mateo County. Right now, we're witnessing a job market that's staying robust, despite the clickbait headlines, while inflation continues to be well above the Fed's target rate of 2%. What do all these seemingly conflicting signals mean for the housing market? Could we finally stop fearing a housing market downturn? And if so, what will the new normal look like? So Housing Wire very recently interviewed a range of experts to get their views.
Peter, would you be a good sport and indulge us and just tell us a little more?
Oh, yeah.
Today, I get to share them with you. I would argue that we may be near trough origination volumes for house prices. I would still argue that there is room for a little bit more on the downside, though probably not much. Ben H., Beach Point Capital Management. I think there's a lot of pent-up demand, and I think housing is going to be a positive surprise by the end of the year, in large part due to this very, very strong demand. Ultimately, I think mortgage rates will be lower by the end of the year. David P. from InspireX. Once the fall clears in like 3 to 6 months, more confidence to step back in, and that sets up 2024 to be a better year for housing market overall. Avid Mahan copy. We're seeing big pent-up demand. With any kind of pullback, we're seeing people jumping in to try to buy a home. We're structurally undersupplied with housing. This lack of supply helps to keep prices elevated. If we go back down into the 5% interest rates, I think it'll spur more activity and you'll see more people moving and trading up. Fred Matera, Redwood Trust. By the end of the summer, I think it's brighter only in that I think we can say that the rates will have peaked. For the housing market, this is the bottom. John Tubing, O-Loan Trading. We are going to continue to see a stabilization of the value of homes, and this is going to give investors, home buyers, and home builders a lot of confidence. I believe that people will find a way if they really need to live in a home. And I think we're starting to come out of the period where people were fearful of a continual downward slide in the housing market. I also believe there will be a greater demand from borrowers in the back end of 2023, because I think that there's going to be a growing narrative this summer about how the housing market has stabilized. That will drive a lot of millennial first-time home buyers to come off the sidelines and say, okay, now's the time. Ryan Kraft, Saluda Grande. So the consensus seems to be pretty uniform according to the experts. As your local expert, here is what we're seeing right now. Buyers are coming back to the market, comfortable with the new rates in order to achieve their dream. Inventory is also very tight and most likely won't loosen up until rates come down. As Fred Mantra stated, a decrease in interest rates will bring the move-up buyers back in the game. In reality, why would they leave their 3% interest rates for over 6% today to move up? They are complacent and they normally represent half of our inventory. No inventory, no decline, lower rates, more inventory, and more buyers jumping back in the thick of the hunt. It's a positive sign for home values regardless. As always, I'm Gus with the Walker team of Intero, here to educate and navigate, not speculate and fabricate. Want more in-depth data or plan your strategy on your next move? Reach out to me today.